Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. I have been gone on vacation this past week, and I wanted to talk to you about it because one of the things I did on this vacation was ski on the mountains of Colorado. And I'd never done that before. I'd only practiced in these little hills two times in Snow Creek, Missouri on slush and ice. And so I actually did winter or snow skiing in the Rocky Mountains for the first time in my life. And I'm almost 51 years old. So I was definitely out of my comfort zone, definitely out of it. And I had a lot of reactions to it. And so it really got me to thinking about our comfort zones and what is important about them because we all have a different one, right? And so let's talk about that today. It's nice to be back with you. So, what is your comfort zone? Your comfort zone is where you're doing things that you're very confident doing, maybe things you've done for a long time, or you're in places you know well. You are surrounded by people that you feel closest with or safest with. Maybe you're doing what you love the most. These are comfort zone areas. And there's advantages to remaining in our comfort zone all the time, of course, because it's very likely we feel most peaceful and secure in our comfort zones. Sometimes because we're the most confident when we're in our comfort zones, we can accomplish a lot of what we're expecting to accomplish or what others expect us to accomplish when we're in our comfort zone. And so being in your comfort zone isn't necessarily a bad place to be, right? But it may have some disadvantages. So we'll talk about those in just a second. Now let's talk about when we're outside of our comfort zone. When are we there? When are we outside our comfort zone? Now usually that's when we're trying something new, right? Like with me, skiing in the mountains. Or we're going somewhere we've never been. Maybe you're visiting a new place, maybe you're moving to a new territory, maybe you're, we might be outside your comfort zone if you, for example, have never flown on an airplane before. You get on an airplane and you go across the ocean to a country you've never been in. You may be outside your comfort zone when you are surrounded by people you don't know, or you're meeting new people. So there's all kinds of situations where we can be outside of our comfort zone too. So what are some of the advantages though to being outside our comfort zone? Why would we do this? It might be a bit uncomfortable, which is a disadvantage, but an advantage of being outside our comfort zone is that there's more opportunity for growth in our lives, right? Because we're stretching ourselves. There might be opportunity for advancement in our careers if we get a little outside our comfort zone, are willing to learn new things, try new things. So really the feeling of stretching ourselves can be a great advantage to getting outside your comfort zone. You might even accomplish more if you get outside your comfort zone instead of just maintaining the status quo. And then if you're outside your comfort zone in terms of going to new places or meeting new people, it will likely broaden your understanding of others and how the world works and how things and places can be different in other areas, even other areas of your own country, let alone outside of it, out of your own community, your town, your county. Also, when we get outside our comfort zone, we're likely to have more doors open for us, right? More open doors. We meet more people. We get exposed to new and different experiences and maybe some new opportunities. The possibilities expand when we're outside our comfort zone, right? Okay. And often when we're outside our comfort zone, we end up collaborating with other people because we don't know how to go it alone necessarily when we're in new territory doing something different. So we may join up with others, so the opportunity for collaboration is there, or asking for help from other people, which might be a stretch for you. I know it is for me. And we also can be more vulnerable when we're outside our comfort zone. And I view that as an advantage and as a disadvantage. I mean, it can go either way, right? So I'll talk more about that in just a minute. Now, let's talk about some disadvantages. If you stay in your comfort zone all your life, some of the disadvantages might be some boredom or stagnation in your life. You might miss some opportunities, actually. You might actually miss chances to experience other things that you might enjoy and you just don't know because you've never gone outside your comfort zone to know it. Also, a disadvantage of a comfort zone is that you may kind of close yourself off to different experiences or different people that actually would be really awesome for you in some way or another. I mean, you just don't know. We don't know what we don't know when we don't try new things or open the door for new people in our life and things like that. So those are some of the disadvantages. And the disadvantages of being outside your comfort zone can be feelings of stress or fear. There might be a fear of failure. You might, when you're trying new things or new different territory, you might feel like, there's more opportunity to make mistakes or fail if you believe in failure. You may feel like you're taking a lot of risks, which may feel like a disadvantage and things like that. So I want to tell you a little bit about me being outside my comfort zone, if it's of any use to you, because I learned some things. I really did. I'm kind of this kind of person where I'm really open to new opportunities and new ideas and meeting new people. And I like to go places I've never been. I like to try things I've never tried before. I really do. I do like that. Although a lot of my life, I do stay in my routine and in my comfort zone. But I do like to expand my world. Well, so like I said with the skiing, I am in a relationship with someone who's very, very passionate about snow skiing. It's one of his big loves in his life. And so I would like to join him in that experience. I want him to have a companion in that experience. And I want that companion to be me. And I was willing and I'm able to learn to ski. And so I have been outside my comfort zone for weeks now, trying to learn. And then we went, like I said, last week on vacation. And at one point I was 11,000 feet up on a mountain and going to go down a 2-mile slope on the greens, which in skiing, that's not the bunny hills, like the teensy tiny little, you learn how to ski on the little bitty hills, but it's the next step up. And then there's harder, which is blues, and really harder, which is blacks, and then double blacks and bowls and all kinds of things. But anyway, so it was 2 miles up on the greens, and there was a blizzard, a snowstorm going on. And so it was hard to see. And I had done some practicing on shorter slopes and on another mountain a couple days before, and had some success learning to turn and learning to stop and some of the basics. But I started going down this place, and I eventually wiped out. Like badly. The snow was deeper than I'd ever skied in, and I couldn't figure out how to find my balance with my skis in the deeper snow, and I got going too fast, and I couldn't get control of myself, and I just wiped out. I lost poles, I lost a ski, I rolled a little bit, I ate snow, literally had snow on my face, I sprained my thumb. It could have been horrible, so much worse, but it was quite the wipeout, and I was scared, I was nervous, and I was in pain, and but I got back up and eventually, and I kept going, and I wiped out again, not as badly, 2 or 3 different times. And I'm someone who expects a lot of myself, and I can get really stubborn and independent. Anyway, So I was outside my comfort zone every time I was skiing. I skied 3 different days on this vacation and actually ended up doing a hike that was much more difficult than we thought too. This is another story that wasn't expected, but I was also outside my comfort zone there. And in these experiences, there were moments where I was nervous the whole time, like anxious the whole time, stressed, but determined. And then there were times that I actually broke down in tears because I was so far out of my comfort zone, and I was scared I would injure myself, really harm myself. After all, I broke my wrist from literally just walking and tripping, and it changed my life for 4 months and cost me thousands of dollars and surgery and all kinds of things. And so I thought, well, if just walking, I can trip and go through that much transition time and physical harm and healing. What could I do on a set of skis in the mountains, or climbing rocks and, oh my goodness, on this trail that turned out to be much more difficult than we thought. Uh, so I the thing is that what I learned from being outside my comfort zone is that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you need others to help you through it. Then there's a greater feeling of accomplishment when you overcome your fear and you learn a new skill or you have a new experience, right? So I became prouder of myself because of the progress that I made, and by the time the vacation was over, I started to enjoy myself actually, instead of being just so far outside my comfort zone. Now, I am not an expert at skiing, but I came to the point where I could ski a little bit and not have to think so hard about what I was doing. And so and then I was able to receive people's kindness, compassion when I was breaking down, when I was feeling insecure, when I was feeling like I couldn't go another step. And I had my beloved and sometimes other people, even strangers, saying, you're okay, you can do it, good job, encouraging me on, making sure I was safe, making sure I was fine. And so being willing to receive that kind of loving kindness and concern and encouragement from others was an advantage too, to being outside my comfort zone. And then it exposed me to this whole lifestyle. Skiing's like a whole lifestyle for some people. And made some new friends doing it and went to new territories of the country I had not visited before. And, there's a lot of advantages to getting outside your comfort zone. So I wanted you to ask yourself, where am I in my comfort zone that I'm starting to get uncomfortable in the comfort zone? Where am I feeling stagnant? Where am I not stretching myself? Where am I bored? Where do I feel stuck? And then what am I willing to do to get out of my comfort zone? And what could be the advantage of stretching myself and opening myself up to a different possibility? Now, this could be something personal. This could be something professionally based. It could be to do with your relationships. It could be to do with your body, your hobbies, your habits, where you live, how you work, where you work, what you do, anything at all. So please look over your areas of your life. Excuse me. Is there anything you've ever thought, gosh, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to try that. I've always wanted to learn that. I've always wanted to go there. I would like to meet a person like this. Just ask yourself those questions. And then I would dare you to start to take a step toward at least one of those things and just see what happens. You can always edge toward trying something new, exploring something new. And if you change your mind, it's okay. And you will have plenty of areas in your life and people in your life that will remain with you in your comfort zone, even as you're exploring maybe a new area or something. So remember, there's more advantages to getting out of your comfort zone than staying in your comfort zone. And so that's my thought for today. I hope you're doing really, really well. And I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.